Raw, SmackDown, NXT, the numbers are all down the toilet. They're in need of a good flushing. But how is AEW looking? Well, let's dive in to this week's Dynamite ratings. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Been a while since we covered Dynamite ratings. Dynamite ratings used to be the go-to thing on this channel. You would do the Dynamite ratings, and then you would follow up with the quarter-hour ratings, and it was like, it was just the most viewed video. That's what everybody wanted to see. Well, this is like probably like 2 years ago, but maybe a bit longer. But the point is, talking about AEW and talking about AEW ratings used to be popular. It used to be what people wanted to see, but not anymore. I mean,
yeah, but your downfall is only as good as... See, if the downfall is prolonged, the initial impact of the downfall is going to be the biggest part. And that goes across the world. And it's the same here with AEW. It was really the end of 2023 into 2020. It was pretty much, I would say, since Punk left them to join WWE. Then you got the free 5 million FUDs that debuted. They scraped 801. And then ever since then, it's been downward spiral. But I think that's just a world problem where downfalls will be celebrated. But once you're getting into months and years later, no one cares.
Yeah, so
it's like WWE. See, like what, maybe last year or towards the end of 2024, everyone's bashing the fuck out of it. Oh, Triple H. But see, WWE has now got to a point where it's so bad.
Yeah, it's not even worth it.
Who cares?
It's not even worth bashing. The shows are just shite. You're used to it. You're not surprised. When you see an awful show, you just accept it because that's kind of what we've been accustomed to over the past few years. But this week's Dynamite is actually up on last week. So Dynamite for the 20th of May, Wednesday, got 613,000 viewers. There was a time and place where this rating would have been horrendous for AEW. These days it's kind of, I'm not going to say it's a good rating for them, but it's not really considered a disaster, which is shocking. It's up 5% on last week's 585 and is up 3% on the trailing 4 weeks. So on average, this is up over the last 4 weeks. The key demo is a 0.11, which is up 10% on last week's 0.110 and is up 10% on the last 4 weeks, averaging 0.10 for the month. So yeah, this show is up in viewership. This show is up in key demo. But just looking at the numbers, 613,000 viewers and then 0.11 in the 18 to 49 demographic, you wouldn't think these are good numbers or these are numbers that are up purely just looking at them. But yeah, the last few weeks of Dynamite have been poor, but they did have that little spell where they were like, they had like a bunch of shows that were over 700k, so interesting to know what's happened there. I mean, to be fair, you could argue, Darby Allin's been champion for the past like 5 weeks, so I don't know if it's time to throw Darby Allin under the bus or whatnot, but there has been a drop off.
Well, you've watched more than me. What would you say? What's the noticeable drop off on the show? You've actually praised it.
No, I praise the fact the guy's defending the title, and you look at Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, they wouldn't know what a title defense is on Raw or SmackDown, so I'll praise that.
Fucking matches.
I'll praise that, but I mean, overall, still not great. But yeah, I mean, that rating that they did back in March, that was their best rating since like almost a year and a half. So they've been getting a little bit better. But the last month, last 5 weeks, 6 weeks have been pretty harsh for AEW. But let's get into the clips then. We'll see who's getting fired this week. Obviously, new addition to the ratings where the lowest viewed clip gets canned. So, coming in at first place this week, we have Anything Goes between Mark Briscoe and Tommaso Ciampa, and it's insane. This got 155k. This actually was pretty insane, by the way. Some of these spots and bumps were mental, and you have Ciampa just grating the other guy with a cheese grater. Mark Briscoe getting his forehead peeled like it was a piece of cheese. So I mean,
fair play to them both. Say what you want about Briscoe and Ciampa. Yeah, buried Ciampa plenty, buried Briscoe plenty. They do have like the deranged hillbilly
look,
redneck.
They could be a tag team.
Death wrestling. Aye, no, definitely.
Or a faction or something.
And this is what suits Ciampa, right? See, being a fucking buddy to Johnny Gargano and going to Disneyland, that is the absolute opposite of what this guy needs to be.
Yeah. Also, I mean, at least when AEW does hardcore matches, like, they actually seem hardcore. See WWE, it's just the candlestick and the trash can. It's like, give me a break.
The extent of WWE will hit a chair shot to the back, and they think, man,
that's extreme as it gets.
It's like Foley and Funk getting stuck in barbed wire that's piercing their fucking skin. It's pathetic.
No, it is actually mental, the decline of WWE. Right, and second place, we have Bandido ambushes Swerve Strickland. This got 126k. I don't know why.
Checkers and Rallies is doubling down on doubles. Dig into the cheesy, toasty new sourdough double melt.
Double down.
I don't know why Swerve Strickland's little buddy is so shocked. I mean,
Prince Nana.
I'm glad you remember his name.
Nah.
I don't.
Well, what I will say is here immediately, right? You've got a world title match featuring your world champion, and he can't break the top two. I mean, I can maybe accept the hardcore match beating him, right? Because it's hardcore. But Prince Nana on the thumbnail shouldn't be beating your fucking world champion, come on.
No.
That should be Nati.
But yeah, Prince Nana, this guy fucking sucks. Never liked him, and I've always thought Swerve was overrated.
Shotgun Saturday night, 29 years ago. Well done.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'll give this. That's more relevant than any of these fuckers will ever be, like 99% of the card. In fact, he was on a wrestling show in WWE in the 90s, but the guy's cringe as fuck, man.
Right, third place, we've got Darby Allin versus Speedball Mike Bailey. This got 112,000 views. This comes in third place on the list, title on the line. Darby Allin defending the title, making Speedball Mike Bailey tap out. So, I mean, I guess I've never really seen Darby Allin make anybody tap out, but I guess they considered, well, you know what, he's taking on a shite opponent, so we may as well change up the finish. Makes a difference for the coffin drop putting him away, but
like, I know he's the world champ, right? But when I see Darby Allin next to Mike Bailey, you don't get that gulf. You don't feel that gulf. See when Hogan takes on Kidman, or Taker takes on a Ferry Green Randy Orton or a Tommy Dreamer, you feel it.
yeah.
It truly does feel like the fucking underdog. I mean, if Mike Bailey beat this guy, you'd just be thinking, oh fuck, what?
Yeah, I'd be thinking AEW's dead, but I get what you mean. It's like Mike Bailey on paper and just looking at him doesn't seem to be any less inferior to Darby Allin. Is what it is. Fourth place, we've got Kyle O'Reilly takes John Moxley to the limit. So yeah, apparently Moxley's doing a thing where if you get a time limit draw with him or some bullshit like this, you get a title match. So Kyle O'Reilly went the distance and then says, I didn't last with you. You lost it with me. And then they arranged a title match for tonight.
See, what I will say is, right, that concept's better than, well, you have to beat the champion to take on the champion, because then you're spoiling the match. At least in this sense, it's like, well, if you can hang with him, you can get the match.
Yeah, a bit like John Morrison's 15 minutes of fame.
Aye. I mean, it's far from ideal,
Or 5 minutes of fame.
but it's a good compromise, I'd go as far as say.
Yeah, it makes more sense in my opinion. If he lasts against the champion, you can earn a title shot.
Yeah, like if Austin took on Spike Dudley, but Spike lasts 3 minutes.
Yeah,
That protects both guys compared to if Spike beats him with a Dudley Dog inside too.
you're damn right. So that was in fourth place. We then move in to fifth place, and it was Willow Nightingale relinquishes the TBS title, and she's out of the Owen Hart tournament as well. So not good for her, picking up a nasty injury. That sucks, and it looks like she's going to be it for a while. That got 65,000 views. Right, then we move in to sixth place. It was the Bucks of Jericho or Y2 Jackson.
The Bucks of Jericho, that's the answer there.
Versus Don Cat. Well, that's the actual name. They went with both. It's not like asking to pick one or the other. Jericho says, why don't we just call it Bucks of Jericho or Y2 Jackson?
That's bomb.
Because they couldn't decide on which name, so they called it. That's the legit name of it.
I think if wrestling was cool, I could accept it a bit more, but that's just... No, Box of Jericho's the best out of the two.
Yeah, I think so.
Y2 Jackson sounds fuck. It doesn't sound like 3 people.
Yeah. Sounds like a guy, doesn't it? Anyway, or a fucking city or some bullshit like that. That got 60k. We then got the Box of Jericho or Y2 Jackson. We got them arguing over the name of the faction. I mean, I don't know why they're so bothered. They're teaming up for one night only. It's like, what's the fucking deal? Just call them Chris Jericho and the Young Bucks. I mean, what the hell?
Evolution or 4 Fuds and Jackets.
51,000 views. And in last place, we've got the women. Triangle of Madness and Athena versus Thunder Rosa, Mina Shabakila, and the Brawling Birds. So that's 4 women. 8 women, sorry. 4 versus 4, 38k. That means 8 women are getting released in the very first week of the Dynamite ratings. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, they were close to Chris Jericho and the Bucks, I guess, a little bit, but... I mean, is there any surprise?
Well, it's a lot of people being released.
You know, it's a lot of people, and 8 people I don't remotely give a single fuck about. But again,
the women's division has been decimated now.
Why?
Who's left?
Who is left? I mean,
I couldn't.
Will Nightingale is injured.
I mean, I can't even tell you who the Brawling Brutes are. The Brawling Birds.
Aye, the
Bird Watchers or whatever they're called. I don't know.
No, is that not the problem? We've just forgot their name. Honestly, see if you offered me 10 grand to get their name right now, even though you said it 20 seconds ago, I'd be fucked.
I think it's the Brawling Birds.
Either or.
What are you going to go with? And I'll check you. For 10 grand, I'm going to Brawling Birds.
Battling Birds.
Brawling Birds? Ah, yes, I get 10 grand. You get fucking hee-haw.
I get hee-haw.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Those 8 are released. I'll add that. I'll include that at the end of the video.
Hey, but Jericho next week.
He's in trouble, isn't he?
Yeah.
Especially if we got 2 clips. I give you double the chance of getting...
He needs to come up with a third name. He's fucked.
I'll just come up with a name we don't recognise him by. Then if he does lose, he won't be the one getting released.
Don't put him in the thumbnail.
You know. Anyway, guys, there you go. 8 women getting released. Sucks for them. We'll be back with the next ratings, which is Monday Night Raw. We've got this pay-per-view tonight. Not really interested in it, so won't be watching it. Recap tomorrow.